There we go. Okay. My name is Jenna Randall, and I am the Shocker Pathway Advisor here at Wichita State University. Today we have Heather Stafford from Student Health Services. So please, hang around till the end of the session. There will be a survey for you to take that will enter you to win those Shocker Pathway prizes. Just as a reminder, any students that attend 3 unique sessions and fill out that survey for us, you'll automatically get some Shocker Pathway gear. But with those that attendance of 3 sessions, you will be entered to win a scholarship at Wichita State. That is a $500 scholarship that we're going to be drawing for. You'll get that link at the end of the session. As we get started here, Wilson, since it's a pretty small group, please feel free to ask questions. Go ahead and feel free to put those in the chat at any time if you have questions along the way, and we'll also open it up if you'd rather ask verbally after Heather's done with her presentation. We'll open that up for Q&A as well. So I am going to go ahead and stop my share and let Heather take it away.
Hi, Wilson.
Hello.
All right, so let's get my screen up. Jenna, why do I struggle with this every time?
Because you're being recorded.
Can you see this?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So Wilson, my name is Heather Stafford. I'm the Associate Director at Student Health Services, and I'm also a registered nurse. And I think it's important to clarify what student health is. Student health is a medical clinic. We're not so much involved in the College of Health Professions, but we are our own entity over in the YMCA on campus in the Student Wellness Center. Student health is on the bottom floor, and counseling and prevention services are on the top floor. And we are available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And what I want to show you today is our website, because I think it's really important for all new students to kind of get comfortable with our website and to know where they can find information when they need it. We're just like any other medical clinic that you may have gone to in the past. We have doctors, we have nurse practitioners, and we have registered nurses. We are available to any currently enrolled student who's taking 1 credit or hour or more, and this includes in between semester breaks, during the summer. And we do have a special situation where if you were enrolled in the spring semester at WSU, you can also be seen in the summer, and that's if you're taking classes or not. So that is a good little thing that not everybody knows. This is our website. If you have any questions about COVID currently for WSU, I would suggest you look at this button right here. It has all of the most current information. Currently, right now, masks are not required on campus, but we do encourage and recommend people to wear masks and also continue to do social distancing and make sure that they are, 6 feet away from people as much as possible. At Student Health, currently, what we're doing for COVID is we do have free COVID testing for WSU students and employees. And we are also offering free COVID vaccinations. And that's not only for WSU students and employees, but also for WSU Tech students and employees. And you can make those appointments by using your WSU ID. And if you don't know what that is, Jenna can maybe help you later, or you can find that out from your advisor at WSU Tech. But regardless, you have access to those vaccines. So currently we're giving the Pfizer. And our appointments are just kind of, whatever day you think you want to come and do the vaccine, you can make that appointment online. On our website, though, has some really good information. And what I want to highlight first for you, Wilson, is our My Shocker Health portal. So when you are eventually here at WSU as a currently enrolled student, you are able to use all of our healthcare services. And that includes being able to use the Shocker Health portal. And this is really important for new students because of the different requirements. And what you do is you put in your birth date and you log in under your MyWSU ID and password. And what that enables you to do is make appointments online. You can enable text messaging so you can get appointment reminders. You can look at your immunizations and see, okay, if you got a COVID vaccine with us, it should be listed there. You can pay bills through the portal. But most importantly, you can also message a healthcare provider through our patient portal. And as soon as you're enrolled here at WSU, you have access to that. And let's say you're working all day and going to classes in the evening. A lot of times it's easier to just message a healthcare provider in the evening. They'll answer you back during the next day. And that way, if you're not sure whether or not you need an appointment or you just want to ask a question, that kind of thing can be done for free through the portal. Some other information here, it has our office hours and our contact information. Here's our phone number, our fax number. If you have questions and you want to email us, here's our student.health@wichita.edu email. We have lots of social media accounts. We do a lot of health education through those accounts, and we do update students on what's currently available at Student Health at the time. Something else that you might be interested in is maybe some requirements that you have to do before you officially come to WSU. And one of those things is tuberculosis screening. And that is for all new students, regardless of where they've been and what they've been doing. Everybody has to complete this screening. And it's a 4-question questionnaire, and that is done online, and you are sent that information as soon as you are enrolled, and you are to complete that and have that done before you step foot on campus in the fall. So this is something that is a requirement. This is a list of all of our healthcare services. Just like any other healthcare clinic, we treat anything from sore throats, flus, COVID, to ankle sprains, to regular physical exams. We have a laboratory where we do a lot of blood work. We could do COVID testing. We can do strep testing, a lot of blood work that can either be something that we ask you to do or maybe your own doctor. And then we also have what we call an institutional drug room, or what is our form of a pharmacy. We have lots of medications that we can treat people with. That is not something you can walk in with a prescription from your own physician, but you see one of our healthcare providers, and then they can prescribe you something. And we have antibiotics, steroid packs for inflammation, different creams, lots of over-the-counter medicines, whether it's allergy medicines or anything else like that. And so to schedule an appointment, you would do that through the portal once you are currently enrolled at WSU. Something else you might be interested in is some of the forms that you might need. Let's say you're transferring in and you're going to go right into a college of health profession. We do have the checklist for that, of what they require as far as immunizations, physical exams. We have different forms here on this as well. And we also have information about COVID, what that looks like if you were ever exposed or if you tested positive, and different information for you as well on this site. What else on here might you be interested in? A lot of students, when they're transferring, are interested in health insurance. You can pay for your services here at Student Health either by cash, check, or credit. And we also file health insurance. And our current health insurance plans that we follow and file for are Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, United Healthcare Student Resources, and we're in the process of getting United Healthcare for all plans. And we're trying to get in network with them, and then we're also trying with Cigna. We want to make sure that you know that we file insurance, but everybody's insurance plan is different. So the coverage on that is based on your own insurance plan. If you're interested in purchasing a plan because you're a student, that information is right here, and you can look at the different health insurance plans that are available as a student in Kansas here at different universities. And then lastly, what I do want to point out for you is different information about our after hours care and emergencies care. We're not here on the weekends. So we do include on here where you can go on the weekends if you have any healthcare situations, and then different pharmacies if you want to use your health insurance and use a different pharmacy that you know works with your healthcare plan. So I'm going to stop preaching at this point. And Wilson, want to see if you have any questions for me.
No, not really.
Not really. I'm done. Jenna, what do you think?
I think that was really great. Trying to remember the questions that I asked you yesterday. I'm gonna repeat those, but I don't remember what they were.
Well, can I ask Wilson something? Wilson, were you kind of thinking this was more to do with College of Health Professions and for nursing?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
That session was Monday morning and no one came, so it didn't run.
We have a class on Mondays, so that's why.